If you are looking for a race attracting the most attention in Montana politics, it is the race for governor. Democrats held the state's top office for 15 years. Now Republicans are making the most noise. Here again is MTN's Jay Cohn.
Secretary of State Corey Stapleton wasted little time to unveil his plans to run for governor, using his official state website to launch his bid the day after New Year's.
He's got pretty good statewide name ID. It's ran several times before, ran a great Secretary of State campaign. Kind of fumbled out of the gate a little bit.
Turns out using his state email account to announce his political intentions resulted in a $4,000 fine from the State Commissioner of Political Practices. But at least Stapleton can say he was the first to toss his hat into the ring. Attorney General Tim Fox, long considered a likely governor candidate, followed suit in late January.
Tim Fox is well regarded among Democrats, which means there are some people in the Republican Party that might think he's a little too squishy, a little bit too moderate, a little bit too potentially liberal.
And just this month, Kalispell State Senator Alo Shefsky, who ran unsuccessfully for the GOP Senate nomination last year, also says count him in for the governor's race as well. So that makes 3 Republican hopefuls, and then there's Congressman Greg Gianforte. Fresh off his victory over Kathleen Williams last November, he too is said to be eyeing the governor's chair in 2020.
Everything's going to shape up around what Congressman Gianforte decides to do. The governor's office fits his personality a little more. The CEO of a billion-dollar company, those kind of things tend to be a little bit more on the executive side rather than the legislative side.
I think he will run for governor.
Because he wants to be governor.
He's already wanted to be governor. I think this is his best shot, and open seat's the best opportunity. And I think being a House member is challenging.
Democratic strategist Aaron Murphy says while Gianforte would be the favorite in a crowded race, he also has issues. A failed bid for governor in 2016, and that ugly assault on a reporter during his special congressional election.
What was very telling to me is how successfully Congressman Gianforte won his re-election after his special election, despite the body slamming of a reporter that landed him in international headlines, which didn't appear to hurt him, and nor has he been willing to talk about that. If he decides to go for that executive position we were talking about as governor, I think he'll face formidable challenge.
For the Democrats, though, succeeding Bullock won't be easy. Lieutenant Governor Mike Cooney says he is considering the race. His grandfather served as Montana's 9th governor in the 1930s. But does he have the right stuff in 2020?
Mike Cooney is the guy that's managed to be around politics for 40 years and nobody knows who he is. I don't think he's got the kind of, identity politics backstory that the modern Democrat Party is looking for.
He's liked. I don't think he's terribly exciting as a candidate, but who else do the Democrats have, right?
We will see who emerges as the strongest contender, who has the most powerful message that actually resonates with people. It could be anybody.
So stay tuned. The Republican primary next year will be key, plus we'll get to see who emerges on the Democratic side. We've learned in this new day and age of politics that you don't count anyone or anything out. Andrea?
All right. Thanks, Jay, for all of that. So save the date. Montana's primary election in 2020 is set for June 2nd. We'll enjoy the quiet when it comes to ads while it lasts. We'll be right back.